When you go on national television and you calling the president of the United States out of his name, and you're being all disrespectful, as a representative in this country, do you believe the citizens of Texas sent you there to do that? They don't like him either. I'm talking about those who voted for her in all likelihood. But because he is who he is and he is in that position, they expect you to go to Capitol Hill and figure out a way to maneuver yourself through that terrain to work in a fashion that's going to facilitate getting things done on behalf of your constituents. That's your job. That's your job.
I'm Jeff Jones, Rochester, New York. 22 years military, 4 years law enforcement, another 15 years in education, wrote 2 books, picked up 4 degrees along the way, and now I'm just having fun interacting with you. And it's like, today, I saw something that was really crazy. Stephen A. Smith. You know, I've always had mixed things in my head about Stephen A. Smith, watching his actions and reactions, right? But he just solidified what I've always thought yesterday. He attacked Jasmine Crockett, and he was saying how the only thing she did since she's been in Congress is that she's blocking Trump from doing what he wants to do. That told me a lot about Stephen right there, and it reminded me of another Stephen. I know many of you done seen Django Unchained, and you've seen Stephen, who cared more about his master than he cared about himself or anyone else. He's that same type of Stephen, and we got more of them. You know, you got Tim Scott out of South Carolina. You got Byron Donald out of Florida. You always had those in the American culture. You've always had those since we were brought here 400 years ago. And they were used to keep us in check, but they got benefits from it. You know, they got a chance to eat a little better than the rest of the slaves. Their clothes weren't quite as raggedy as the rest of the slaves, and they were given authority over the rest of the slaves. So, you know, with that on the table, you had a few back then that hopped on it. But right now, we seem to have even more of them that are willing to hop on it and sell their souls. At that, Stephen A. just, I don't know where to go with that. Here's a guy who, I don't know if y'all aware of this, but it was funny to me. He was attacking Bronny James on a personal level. Now, if you're an analyst, then you analyze the game. You analyze the deficiencies in this game, so on and so forth. But you don't attack the man on a family or personal level. And he did that. But what he wasn't counting on, he was at a game a few weeks later, and LeBron James playing in the game, his normal cool self. When the game was over, he approached Stephen A. and told him in no uncertain terms to keep his son's name out of Stephen A.'s mouth.